welcome you back to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas. City. It's Raider football as we get back into the action in the first quarter. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Mariota's pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start with the option. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play as it takes us to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rosen. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15 he goes. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it to make it now 13-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Play action now. Mariota. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. He'll let this go deep for, and this will be caught at the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Mariota on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Rosen's pass intercepted by the Raiders.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. First down inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the Chiefs' 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, Richard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rosen off the play action. And going deep for Hill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start out with an AFC East matchup between Buffalo and the New York Jets. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tony Pollard with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a touchdown pass. In our game, it was Marcus Mariota with a strong first half. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the 3rd quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
But it's brought in by Washington. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jacobs now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Las Vegas first down.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Tackle made.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go play action. Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Throwing on second down. Rosen, pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Gets this one to Hill. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And the Chiefs are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now it's Rosen. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
No good.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And now here comes Kansas City. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Rosen. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. That one complete to Hill. 25 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. This is caught. Watkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
This will be caught at about the 6. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
6-yard pickup.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Now it's Rosen. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard.
Mariota sets to lead this offense. Down by 12. 70 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
22-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.
No gain.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage.
Chiefs, 29.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Kansas City, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.